Yo. What's up, guys? One sec. I'm gonna keep the track playing. You hear that 303? I'm quite proud of this one.
Techno is here. Techno is here. Techno is here. Techno is here. Techno is here.
Oh, it didn't play the effect.
It's here. Techno is here. Techno is here. Techno is here. It's here.
Working on a melodic techno style track. Yeah, I could play you something. I have this one track I was working on for Ghost Productions with somebody. But this is a Julian Earl track. I wouldn't give this to anybody. Business techno? Business casual techno. That's what I'm going for.
It's here. 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 It's here.
Sometimes you just gotta bring in a new art out of nowhere.
It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here.
Hubba Bubba, good to see you. How are you doing? I need like a monologue for this part. Like a vocal sample of just somebody talking.
It's here. 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 It's here.
So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. I think this track could be big. Basically, the whole concept is this track is called Techno is Healing. I'll play you the vocal sample.
Techno is here. Techno is here. Techno is here.
There you go. All my voice. I need to work on this a little bit though. Like if you notice,
It's here.
it's still not super clear like what is being said. Like in order for this to really, really work in the club,
It's here. It's here.
like you wouldn't really be able to tell what that's saying, and maybe you'd be able to hear the word techno, But you would think it was like a lot of different things before you would think it was exactly techno is healing. So I need to work on that. I'm probably going to record another vocal sample today and then layer it over top of this to make it more, like I said, more audible. Because like too often, especially with these dark vocals, it's like if you're hearing that in the club, it's just going to be like, You know, so you're not really going to be able to hear what they're saying. Julian, how are your mixes so clean? I'm so bad at getting the right levels on every track. Good question. Use reference tracks. It helps you kind of like just envision it in your mind in a more realistic way. And also, I think, I don't know, just practice. Like, I just know very well what needs to be done. Like, for example, when I'm listening, like, I just know where everything needs to be so well, and it's because I use reference tracks, and not only just because I'm, like, currently using them, but because I've used them quite a few times now, and so, like, just doing that improves your ability so that you'll be better even when you're not using a reference track, you know? Taz, hey, thank you, you the best. Taz Rogers, I don't know how to say your name. Eating cheese, good to see you as always. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna keep working on this one. I need, like I said, I want a vocal sample that's gonna be more like clear. So let's record one really quick. Sorry to tell you that your track is good, but I don't like the sample voice. That's fair. Hey, it's not for everybody. But I at least need this in here, you know? Just for like even if I go and get another vocalist to do it for me, I still have to get like something for a reference, like, and lay it out. So that's why I'm doing it. All right, let's record this. Techno is healing. Okay, let's try that. I know, it's kind of funny just like hearing me do it dry, but I promise you it works. But the other thing here is that like techno is healing. Is like the enunciation. Like when you're going to put all these effects on it, if it's like it's just gonna sound even more like you have to like really say it very clearly. Like I think I'm actually gonna re-record this. Techno is healing. Like I'm really trying to like enunciate the words, you feel me? Alright, let's unwarp this and we'll move this over. I know it sounds like kind of ridiculous. You know what? It doesn't sound ridiculous actually. It's my voice and it sounds awesome. It sounds amazing. And if you think otherwise, then you're not worth listening to this. Alright, so we're gonna put a fade on here and we are going to listen to it with a metronome. Techno is healing. I know, it's like not the nicest voice. Techno is healing. But it's gonna sound good. So let's put this through some processing now. I'm going to pull up, let's get something from Sound Toys. Let's get Alter Boy. How does it go? Are you doing feedback too? I am, yes. Keep it up, Julian. Hey, thank you, Global Flourishing. I'm gonna try that more often. Yeah, dude, the reference track thing, it's like night and day. What's up, everyone? Slam P. Biscuit. Hello.
Techno is healing. Techno is healing. Techno is healing.
Techno is healing.
Techno is healing. Techno is healing.
So I'm trying to have like one layer that you can. Maybe we'll turn these down a bit.
Is healing. Techno is healing. Techno.
Okay, I know it sounds ridiculous, but you gotta stick with me here, guys. I think I once used my voice for a beat and it was me coughing with like Bit Crush. That's a good idea. Techno. Let's try putting this one through a Bit Crush. See what that does to the voice. Techno is healing. Oh, that's kind of cool. Techno is healing. All right, we need to get that through. little altar boy though.
Techno is healing. Techno is healing. Techno is healing. Techno is healing.
See, with this, I just think it's a cool concept. You know, it's like, it's really simple. It's like waves don't die, or like something like that. It's like techno is healing. It's so like it's so universal and so like just any techno set you can drop this in. And I think, I mean, obviously it's maybe a very particular style of techno track, but in terms of just like the concept, you know, game character type voice, that sounds good.
Techno is healing. Techno is healing.
Hey, there we go.
Techno is healing. Techno is healing. Techno is healing.
So you can hear that really helps to like, again, make it audible. Big Crush can revive any sound. Yeah, it just gives everything like a really cool vibe. Happy Memorial Day. Hey, thanks, YouTube Night Kit. I don't really know that much about Memorial Day, but it is a holiday. All right, I'm gonna re-record myself saying techno. Techno. All right, let's take that one. Unwarp it. Move that over.
Techno is healing.
Yeah, there we go. So, like I said, you know, it's just a lot more audible this way. Again, we're really trying to make it like very, very, yeah, audible. Like, I mean, I have to compare myself. Hey, shout out, Lil Tracy. But you know, I mean, on a very basic level, like, and when I say very basic, I just mean because I know everybody knows about this track. It's like one of the most popular techno tracks of the past year. Like, listen to Your Mind, for example. Like, if this was like kind of underneath everything, you wouldn't be able to tell what it is, and the track wouldn't work as well. So you need to make the vocals like really like clear, like more clear than you would think. Like, if you think it makes sense what it's saying to you, then try even harder to make it clear. Like, that's what I've learned.
Techno is healing. Techno is healing. Techno is healing. Techno.
Okay, hey, thank you very much. Alright, this is gonna sound ridiculous, but I'm gonna try actually recording like a high layer. Techno. Techno is healing. Okay, I know, sounds ridiculous. But that's okay. It doesn't sound ridiculous though, like I said. It sounds great. It's my voice. I'm a human being. And it's beautiful. Alright, and then we'll cut that. Just trying to get something a little bit more. There we go. That sounds kind of cool though. So you can see, I know what I'm doing here. Alright, I'm going to duplicate that. Let's get into these other parts too.
It's healing. 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 It's healing.
I don't know. That ain't quite it. Hi, Julian. I sent you a track. Okay. I'll check it out when I get there. Already sounds 100. Hey, thank you, Manolo. How are you? I'm good, PRSD. Julian, really, dude, big time. Tracy is amazing.
It's healing. It's healing. It's healing.
Techno.
It's healing. Techno is healing. Techno is healing. It's healing.
Maybe I can make this like less
Techno is healing. Techno is healing. Techno is healing. Techno. Techno is healing. Techno is healing. Techno. Techno is healing. 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 Techno is healing.
Oh my god. Alright, that works. GTFO. Alright, I think I'm gonna do this.
Is healing. Techno is healing. Techno is healing.
Like I said, I need a little monologue for here as well. I had this one sample of this girl talking about energy healing. I'll show it to you.
Causing the other person, or whatever else you're doing energy on, to entrain and resonate with the vibration which you are introducing, the quantum field, as the blueprint of physical reality. So anytime you are focused on changing some aspect of this quantum field, you change the physical field, because the physical reality must.
See, I thought that was cool, but it doesn't really fit. Like, I wanted something that's talking about, that was talking about, like, healing, like, to kind of go with the, theme of the other vocal sample.
The quantum field as the blueprint of physical reality. So anytime you are focused on changing some aspect of this quantum field, you change the physical field, because the physical reality must. The reason that energy healing works, then, is that when you are introducing your own vibration, which a vibration could be a thought you're thinking, any kind of intention, when you introduce that.
Hold on, we'll drag this little part back. My go-to for a little. Yeah, TED Talks are cool. It's just I worry. Like, I'm literally gonna finish this and send it to a label right away. So
Vibration, which a vibration could be.
I don't want to have any issues with copyright. That's the only thing. Whereas like something like this, I feel is a little bit more free because it's just like a video that somebody uploaded on YouTube like 6 years ago.
When you are introducing your own vibration, when you introduce that vibration, you are causing the other person, or whatever else you're doing energy on, to entrain and resonate with is the vibration which you are introducing. The law of this universe is the law of attraction.
Yeah, see, this isn't really, it's not really doing it, so I'll find some other stuff. I recorded some stuff from this old documentary about raving as well. I'll show it to you. You guys will think this is cool. The thing is, like, this one was a little crazy too, but you can tell me what you think. This is from like 1994, I think. Oh, let me turn it up a bit.
Maybe that's what electronic music is about. Maybe that's the way, if you look at the nature of
The sounds that we collect, it's basically a very, very cheap way of making yourself look anything but
TED Talks
true.
copyrighted?
It's,
I think so.
It's a very clever way of looking.
Like, I think it would
making
be
yourself look like
very
the most
easy for them to go
cosmopolitan,
after you.
travelled, interesting, multi-headed individual, you know. We're masters of the machine. And if the TV companies don't
I
understand
already have
it,
that sample
but
kappa.
play it. We'll do exactly the way we've done with radio. We'll go through.
There's some subtle delay. The problem is that I'm really trying to tie it back to like the meaning of the track. I'm honestly considering just writing something and recording my own voice and just doing it because it's like I wanted to get back to like I would love to find a sample of somebody like after a rave talking about like, oh yeah, we were there and it healed us, all the sound, all the people around us, like those kinds of vibes. Like I don't know, like obviously something like this. I just typed in Jamie XX, like a track like where is it at? All Under One Roof Raving. Like he has like vocal samples in here.
And they're telling me hardcore will die. If hardcore will never die, you agree, say I.
Where it's like all about this like unity of being in this rave and stuff, and I want something like that. What is up, Julian? Been busy? Yo, Andres, good to see you. I've been busy too. It's okay. All right, let's go into who sampled and see what men sampled for that. Whosampled.com. All right, because I know it was a similar thing. So maybe we could. That's not what we want. All Under One Roof Raven. There we go. I could sample something from there. I'm sure if there's like the types of samples that I'm looking for, then yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, so here we go. So this is from these documentaries about hardcore and jungle. Nice. If you guys don't know what hardcore is, you are about to learn. Did you search for a Rick Rubin interview? I don't know. We'll see. Gosh, is so good. Every Jamie XX song is so good.
You want it.
Lost Vila, Head, Kappa, Elisi, Sergio Tashidi, Ceruzzi, Burberry, and Nakuskusu.
I don't know what that dude's saying. Alright, let's try this other one.
They're keeping it going same way.
Jungle forever.
Definitely London. It's a London thing. I mean, they've got people's bedrooms. We're all under one roof raving, laughing and joking together, you know what I mean? In the jungle music.
Rewind, and that tune drops, and you know what tune it is. Everyone knows what tune it is, and the buzz is unreal. It's unreal. You can't get enough.
Okay, I think we're getting there. Also, Glacial Spirits, thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it. If you want to send the track to my email, that'd be greatly appreciated. I will check it out shortly. But yeah, thank you very much. Boards of Canada, Aquarius. True. I use Who Sample too. Hey. Well, I just like trying to find these old vocal samples is like you are literally just diving into this haystack and trying to find a needle. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to like get some ideas here, I guess.
That's another reason why I'm involved in the jungle music, because it's brought a lot of people together. You know what I mean? Like certain men a few years ago, they wouldn't dream of talking to a white person, and the same the other way around. But now, we're all under one roof raving, laughing and joking together, you know what I mean? Same.
Okay, I know Jamie XX sampled this one, but it was a while ago, so I'm going to sample it. Alright, here's how I sample these things. So what I'm going to do is I actually record the video with OBS. So we go in here.
That's another reason why I'm involved in the jungle music, because it's brought a lot of people together. You know what I mean? Like certain men a few years ago, they wouldn't dream of talking to a white person, and the same the other way around. But now, we're all under one roof raving, laughing and joking together, you know what I mean?
Alright, let's take that. And then we will, what I do is I put it into Premiere. Also, Costa Cuz, what's up? Good to see you. Matt Lynch. Is that a link to a sample? Also, hello to all the new people in here. We have the most people we've had since the stream started. Hello, good to see you all. I hope you're all doing well. I'm working on some music right now. I'm gonna be giving feedback pretty soon. So if you want to send a track through, all the info for that is in the description. Donations very, very greatly appreciated for that. Yeah, okay, so what we're gonna do is then we pull this boy, where's it at? There we go, into Premiere. And then all we have to do now is I just take this and we set the output format to a wave. And there we go. We can just export a wave of the audio. So it's an easier way to just pull a piece of it. I'm sure there's an easy way to do this. But, you know, I didn't do it, so it's okay. All right, there we go. And then what we do is we go here to our chart. Alright, there we go. So now, we go to this part. We grab the vocal sample. Where's it at? Yes, so we go in here.
That's another reason.
Nice, me talking over it. Okay.
That's another reason why I'm involved in the jungle music, because it's brought a lot of people. That's another reason why I'm involved. Another reason why I'm involved in the jungle music, because it's brought a lot of people together. You know what I mean? Like certain men a few years ago, they wouldn't dream of talking to a white person, and the same the other way around. But now, we're all under one roof raving, laughing and joking together, you know what I mean? We're all under one roof raving. We're all under one roof raving. Another reason why I'm involved in the jungle music, because it's brought a lot of people together. You know what I mean? Like certain men a few years ago, they wouldn't dream of talking to a white person, and the same the other way around. But now, we're all under one roof raving.
Alright, it's kind of cool. I don't know. I think it will be.
Another reason why I'm involved in the jungle music, because it's brought a lot of people together. You know what I mean? Like certain
how's
men
life going
a few
today?
years ago, they wouldn't dream of talking to a white person, and the same the other way around. But now, we're all under one roof raving.
It's kind of cool. I don't know. Let's keep searching through this documentary.
Apology. If Rose would have stood in there and took all the flak, jungle wouldn't have got as far as it has today. Just gone into mythology, like people just carry on. They hear a bit of a tape and they say yeah, and people say, and that's these days. They come, they put trousers on, they put shoes on, they do themselves up. They go like they was going to an old dance, because it sort of swung into that. It's like Moose turned around one day and said, "We got."
Sample about jungle over smudgy techno. Dude, you already know that's what we
Not bad. The people was getting knocked back from clubs like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. A lot of black people was getting knocked back from clubs and that, and couldn't get in, and certain white people too. And jungle brought them into the clubs.
The reason I think they're more why they're going are racist and slow down.
As the music progressed into jungle, the scene changed. Everyone who was on the house scene moved away from race. Jungle is viewed as just basically time ago. And I used to do scratching. I used to be scratching and scratching and scratching away. And when I looked, you know, I think that the samples that I use reflect the way like how I'm making my music. Come into the shop, they listen to it also in a rave. The DJ comes in and buys the records in the shop, and then he'll play it out. Certain music that's getting played out there doesn't, how can I say, doesn't get what it deserves, doesn't get.
Into the combination with the
Stop playing reggae.
I haven't.
Right.
I haven't.
Different way really. You know what I mean? When I was younger, I just wanted things quickly. You know what I mean? I wanted my car quickly. I wanted my bike quickly. I wanted them clothes quickly. But now, because I'm involved in something constructive for the first time in my life, I'm prepared to wait. You know what I mean? I'm not in no hurry. Before I started DJing, and
that's kind of cool. All right, let's go on YouTube and look for something as well. Also, if you haven't already, smash the like button on the stream. Julian, when we having the boat part, let's get the likes up. Let's get as many likes as we have viewers right now. At least hit with respace there. True. Let's get the homies out on the water. Hey, get all the homies out on the water. 2019. That's the okay. Let's look up. You can see I already looked this up. Techno documentary 90s. Let's just look up techno documentary. Let's get Julian in his bathing suit. Hey, if you guys want a boat party, let me know. The history of Belgium's premier techno club. That's kind of cool. The thing is, though, the old ones are better because it's a little bit less, like, it's a little bit more ambiguous with the rights. Like, with these, like, if I sample something from Vice or Boiler Room or Resonant Advisor or even Telecom Electronic Beats, like, it's going to be kind of, tough to really, like, to get that cleared. But I feel like with these older ones, it's a little bit more open. Alright, let's try this one. We'll find something quickly. I'm sure there's something in here. Music is weird.
Alright. You Saturday?
Saturday, I'm there.
25th? Alright. How are you doing? Saturday, 25th? Alright. Hey, alright.
Ahead and make the whole move, okay? What we do here is we make the first step.
People getting together, having a good time, enjoying themselves, and getting away from everyday problems. Themselves.
You got to take that first step before you go ahead and make the whole move, okay? What we do here is we make the first step.
People getting together, having a good time, enjoying themselves, and getting away from everyday problems of life. What do you think it is?
I think it's all about the rhythm and the love.
To me, financial status, it's also a gathering of people where financial status, color, race has no vibe. We want to get vibe and few financial status. It's also house culture. To me, is about the music foremost. It's also a gathering of people where financial status,
cool
color, race has no bearing on it. The dance floor. It has no bearing.
Big old inner tube. Nice samples for a hardcore track or something. Those are the kind of samples that I want, though. All the homies on them inner tubes with built-in gear holders. Listening to DJ Fisher, Losing It. Search James Stinson. Them eyes. Alright, let's see about this.
Curious mixture. It's really not.
See what these blokes
Don't know your music. You're either gonna bring up the energy level or you're gonna drop it.
You know, changing it was to set. Make sure they park. They come in.
I think I've seen this documentary before, actually.
Dance together and actually like experience something together. It's to break through barriers that
establish and sellout come into it. It's more than just a party. It takes a lot to establish, you know, the whole feeling and the whole lifestyle. Because rave, after all, is a lifestyle. It's not just a party. You know, rave is a noun, but it's also a verb and it's also a state of mind.
the music is the essence of it all. It has the ability to break through barriers that were put up for, like, since the birth of these individuals, you know? I've seen mothers and little children and, you know, grandparents and everybody dance together and actually, like, experience something together. It's amazing. And the music, I mean, there's so many different aspects of the music, you know?
House music was just everything.
Okay, that's a cool sample. See, like, you want to hear, like, you want people, like, talking passionately. Like, obviously, like, if you think about it, like, there's not really a lot that separates, like, a good vocal sample from just somebody talking. But I found if you have somebody talking like passionately about something, that is what really makes a difference. Like if it sounds like somebody's really just like deeply into it, that is what matters. Okay, let's take this. Okay, we'll grab it from here. This may not sound that cool in the track, but we gonna see. Also, is this... No! Okay, my external hard drive is doing something weird. Hang on, give me a sec, guys. I don't know what this is doing. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Cool. So, let me put that on the hard drive. Rave sample. Alright, cool. Or the MC303 promo video. Bruh. What, is there a cool vocal sample in that I can take? The problem is it's these talking samples. These are the ones that really kill me. That are like truly impossible to find sometimes. But right now it's not one of those times. Okay, there we go. Cool, so let's grab the vocal sample now. We'll mute that other one. Okay. Rave sample. Once it loads up, there we go.
The music is the essence of it all. The music is the essence of it all. The music is the essence of it all. It has the ability.
Okay, and I'm gonna chop this up a bit too.
The music is the essence of it all. It has the ability to break through barriers that were put up. To break through. The music is the essence of it all. It has the ability to break through barriers that were put up. Like since the birth of these breakthrough barriers that were put up for breakthrough barriers that were put up to break through barriers that were put up for since the birth that were put up for since the birth barriers that were put up since the birth of these individuals, you know? I've seen mothers and little children and you know, grandparents and everybody dance together. Everybody dance together and actually like experience. I've seen mothers. Everybody dance together and actually like experience something together. Everybody dance together and actually like experience. Everybody dance together and actually like experience something together. It's amazing. And the music, I mean, there's so many different aspects of the music. Everybody dance together and actually like experience something together. It's amazing. And
okay, let's see about that. We could also like kind of cut that in.
Put up since the birth. Everybody dance together and actually like experience something together.
Alright, let's hear what that sounds like.
The music is the essence of it all. It has the ability to break through barriers that were put up since the birth. Everybody dance together and actually like experience something together.
What's up, dude? Julian is DJing the boat party. Techno boat party. We're gonna make this boat feel like a warehouse.
The music is the essence of it all. It has the ability to barriers that were put up since the birth. Everybody dance together and actually like experience something together. The music is the essence of it all. It has the ability to break barriers that were put up since together. And since the birth, everybody danced together and actually like since the birth of these individuals, you know? The music is the essence of it all. It has the ability of it all. The music is the essence of it all. It has the ability to break through barriers that were put up since the birth of these individuals, you know? That were put up to break through barriers, to break. It has the ability to break through barriers that were put up since to break through barriers that were put up since the birth of these individuals, you know?
Alright, that's a cool sound.
The music is the essence of it all. It has the ability to break through barriers that were put up since the birth of these individuals, you know?
Man, okay, that sounds good.
The music is the essence of it all.
Bro, what are you talking
It has
about?
the ability to break through barriers that were put up since the birth of these individuals, you know?
Alright, now let's pitch that voice sound. That's a better sample. Yeah, I think so too. I think this works really well because this isn't exactly what I had in mind, but it goes very well with the theme. Again, the theme of this track is like, techno is healing. Like, you go to these raves, you feel it, you get like the energy, whatever everybody's talking about, right? So, I was trying to find something that would fit with that. I didn't want to just have a vocal sample that was like, I don't know, just some crazy like extreme vocal sample. Like, I had to fit with that theme, so that was the issue there. But I think this fits.
The music is the essence of it all. It has the ability to break through barriers that were put up since the birth of these individuals, you know?
Perfect. Sounds awesome. Oh, my hard drive is doing that thing where it's being weird again. Okay. Hang on. But then once we fix this, we're going to play it and work with it. Okay, yeah, see, there we go. See, it'll like disappear for a second and then it'll reappear. So I'm going to save this and reopen Ableton. But yeah, I'm glad you guys like this one. I think this could be good. I have an EP right now of techno tracks. I have 3 other tracks, and then once I complete this one, I'm going to start sending it to labels because you shouldn't pitch less than 4 tracks to labels with techno. But yeah, so I'm excited. I think it's going to do well. I think it's going to be like, I don't think it's going to be too hard to find a label for this one. Once it saves. There we go. I have an EP coming out, by the way, at the end of this month. Or not the end of this month, at the end of June, I should say. But yeah, June 28th. More info coming, but I have a techno EP coming out. If you like this techno that I'm making right now, chances are you will also like this EP. But yeah, more info about that coming soon. The label told me to keep it a little on the down low for a minute there. But you know, I couldn't resist talking about it. But yeah, once this loads back up, I'm going to work on it a bit, and then I'm going to be pulling up the submissions. So I've said it a few times already, but if you're new here, send a track through. All the info is in the description. Donations will be greatly appreciated. I'll be checking those out pretty soon, so. Yeah. Shout out if any of you guys get that one. But you don't produce techno only? No, I don't. I just make it a lot on this channel. And I have aligned myself with it. I can't get that lead out of my head. Hopefully this loads soon, but it won't take that long. There we go. It's almost done. Just talking here. Dystopian Infinity. Can you try to do that first time on this track? Benjamin, send it to the email in the description. Up the BPM and go psytrance.
Hold up a second now.
What? Yo. Okay, that was really weird. I don't know why that happened. I think, actually, I pretty much do know why. It's because I have this track of vocals.
Yeah.
And it was putting me through that. But that was bizarre. Okay, and then this is loading. Do you use different aliases for different genres? I do not. I don't really think that's a good idea, to be honest with you. Like, for me, I would rather just put everything out under my name. Like, I just feel like, say I had, like, one techno alias, I had one house alias, like, it would just be weird to me. I feel like it should just all be under my name, even if it's completely disjointed. Nice. Thank you. Hey, Julian. Hydra, good to see you. You know, Strobe Human Animal, nice track. Now I feel like that. I do not know that track, but I will check it out. These different aliases. What's your opinion on using loops and presets? I think it doesn't matter at all. If you look, all the effects in this track are from sample packs. I have a ton of sample pack loops, ton of presets. I don't think it matters. I think if you're truly a bad producer, that sample packs and presets aren't going to help you. And I think if you're a truly great producer, then sample packs and presets are just going to sort of like...
Music is the essence of it all. It has the ability to break through barriers that were put up since the birth of these individuals, you know?
What happened to Julian's voice? Sam Quigley, good to see you. Ariello, yeah, of course. Sounds too commercial. Okay, I appreciate that invoice. That insight.
Music is the essence of it all. It has the ability to break through barriers that were put up since the birth of these individuals, you know?
Do you think it scares labels off that if they do research on you, when you send tracks to them, and they find out you not only produce techno? Well, I think you'd be surprised as well. Like, here. Like, I'm not trying to compare myself at all. I'm just saying this is another example that you could find. It's like, okay, if we go to UMEC's Spotify, for example. UMEC, everybody would agree. Great techno producer, great DJ. He's had some crazy techno releases, right? Really great stuff. They've done really well, too. 886 plays for a techno track is, like, crazy. And not to mention a million down here. Well, check this song out. Like, what? Like, that's completely different. Like, listen to this, and then listen to this. It sounds like there's, like, another UMEC, but there's not. He had a ton of releases, like, in the day, in this style. Like, if we just go through here, like, you can hear. And I'm just saying this to show you guys, like, I don't really think that it matters that much. It's more like when you sort of prove to the labels that you are committed to techno. Like, obviously, yeah, if you have, like, a bunch of stuff and then, like, they look at your Spotify and last month you just released a tech house track and then you, yeah, see, this song, I agree with you guys. I don't think it's the best, but, I mean, look at that right there. UMEC is one of the biggest techno DJs in the world. But he proved himself that after doing this stuff that he was trying to go seriously to techno. I'm pretty sure like these releases also are like super housey. Yeah, see, that's like a house track. These are just like Fisher type house. So like, basically all I'm saying here is that I just don't think that it matters. That was like 10 plus years ago. Well, things move faster now. Rod is darker techno side. See, it's just like you gotta be so invested to do that. Like, for example, somebody brought up the example of Paul Wolford and Special Request. I'm gonna Google this. Paul Wolford Special Request. So, is Special Request his... See, I never knew that. I knew about Special Request. I knew about Paul Wolford. I had no idea it was the same person. And that's like the kind of thing that happens. It's like, basically when you do this, you're asking people to invest like even more 1605. I'm pretty sure 1605 is releasing Techno now. But yeah, they've got some good tracks. But like, yeah, it's like you're asking people to give this level of commitment, which can work. I'm sure like if a really, really big artist who has a lot of people invested in them was doing this, then somebody would notice. But like, I don't know. I just feel like it's, like I said, like I love Paul Wolford and I love his tracks, The Special Request. I had no idea it was the same person. Like, stuff like, and I'm pretty invested in this stuff, as you guys know, but like, it's just stuff like that, dude. Like, I just think when you try to do like an alias, it's cool on paper, and I'm sure to like all the music industry people, it's cool, but like, it's not, that ain't it, Chief, you know? We're just gonna put everything out as Julian Earl, and everybody can judge me based on that. And the thing is, like I said, as far as techno labels looking at you and saying like, oh, well, we're not gonna release your stuff because you haven't really released a lot of, you aren't like, whatever it's called. I don't know. You've released other music, right? Like, I don't know. I've had a few labels ask me that, but like, for the most part, I've either not run into that, or, I don't know. It just doesn't matter to me. There are labels that will believe in the vision. I feel like it's an unwritten rule that you cannot produce different genres. It is a little bit, but it like, I don't know. But over time, you feel me? Yeah, but I mean, I don't. Like I said, I don't really feel like that big of a deal as everybody else does. I think that if you release music under like different styles of music under the same name, like also it would be one thing if this was like a side project too. Like say I had like Earl. That was like my side project. And then I put everything out under that, and it was like all disjointed, but it's like, this is my name, you know? Like, I specifically want these multiple different styles to be attributed to my name. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's more of like a long-term kind of thing. I don't know. I'm on the spot here.
Music is the essence of it all. It has the ability to break through barriers.
Hey, what's up?
Since the
Can I introduce what you want to?
individuals,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, it's like I said also, like, I'm just not concerned about the techno thing because I'm committed to it. I have plans to release several tracks. I don't really, like, I'm not really questioning it, like, are people going to take this seriously? Because I'm confident that after the first few releases, everybody will be on board. Who finds out about it? The thing they bring out as art and should not be judged by genre. Yeah, and it's like even beyond that. Like, I'm not trying to be like a super, like, I don't know, like hippie with it. I just think there's no reason to put out anything under another alias. I think it's just confusing people for like weird vanity reasons. And like I would rather have realness over like this polished image. Like I'd rather you guys look through my Spotify and see like many different styles and have it be more realistic than like have it be this super careful curated thing that I've just like put all this time and effort into specifically making a curated image for you. So yeah. Cosm donated $2, yo. Thanks. Hey, thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it. Cosm, if you send that to the email, I will pull that up very shortly. I'm gonna be going to the emails and pulling those up pretty soon. So yeah, just send that to there and I will check it out. For me to produce house under Arello, folk under my real name. Yeah, I mean I guess it depends. Like maybe if I wanted to make like a rock album, I wouldn't put it out as Julian Earl. I probably would though. Jam was already taken. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I'm working on this pad at the intro here. I'll show it to you guys. But also, like, with the realness thing, like, I really think that is something that can go a long way. I mean, I know it sounds cheesy because it's obvious. Like, yeah, the realer you are, the more people connect with it. But, like, it really is the truth. Like, again, I know I keep bringing up other artists, and I just want to give a I'm not comparing myself disclaimer every time because I'm really not comparing myself. It's just easier for me to explain to you using a different artist and like an example you've already kind of seen than it is for me to just say my own thing, right? But like, yeah, I just feel like the realness is really valued. Like, you know, if you look at like hip hop and stuff, like I think part of the reason why people love Kanye or loved like XXXTentacion. Again, not comparing myself at all, because I realize it can sound like that. But those artists are very real, like, or were very real, I guess, in the case of the latter. But like, yeah, like they're very real. Like they just put out whatever music they want to put out. Like they tell you like what they're feeling. Like they really like. It's really them as opposed to like this polished image, like I said. And the polished image will go a lot of way in terms of sort of like faking it till you make it. Like if you're like unsure of where you are, fake it till you make it. But I really think that the realness and the people that just put themselves out as themselves and don't edit it in any way. I mean, obviously, to some degree, like I'm not just out here like every time I'm feeling like depressed, like just making a video about how sad I am. But like, you know what I mean? Like when you really like put the real you out there, I think it goes a lot further and people connect with it a lot more. And that's why I bring up the examples of those two artists, is because those are two artists that people have really connected with in a meaningful way. Also, this pad is really weird because it's not YouTube for some reason. And my Ableton is frozen, so I'm just stuck hearing it. So that's awesome. If you only put out techno, you have to act all serious. Yeah, see, that's the other thing. But I mean, I still intend to only put out techno for quite some time, like I said. Okay, yeah, this is doing like some weird stuff. I don't know what's going on with this patch. We're gonna find a different one. Oh, and it froze, but that's okay. It'll only take a sec. If you only put on techno, yep. I mean, I don't know, bruh. Like, I feel like if you just do the realest thing that you feel like, and not, I mean, again, this isn't acting on impulse. Like, there's a difference between being real and being, like, super impulsive with, like, the way you present yourself as well. But I think if you are real in a very calculated way, and in a smart way, it'll go really far. I still can't get it to not just sound like jumbled up though. Like, that's the problem, dude. Like, listen to this. It sounds like techno. And it's not playing the same. Okay, yeah, for some reason it's like not loading the samples in. Alright, my hard drive is being weird. I'm just gonna... I do need to replug it in so that I can actually like save this. I'm just gonna pull up submissions. Something's happening. Before I start screaming and get frustrated, I'm gonna pull up the submissions. But I am gonna save this really quick. This is what I'm talking about when I say sort of restraining yourself. Like, you don't want to just put out the realest thing in the world. Because right now, if I was just being as real as possible, I would be getting very angry at the computer right now for it not working. But I'm not doing that because it is, yeah, it's about consciously being real. Okay, anyway. I also feel like there's no set way to put yourself out there as an artist. Just do you. Don't compare your story. Yeah, that's a big one, too. I mean, you just... Okay, yeah, this is not playing. You're going to waste a lot of time if you just sit there comparing yourself to others. Like, that's really the most, whatever it's called. Yeah, that's really, like, the most, like, one of the most detrimental things I think you can do is just sit there and compare yourself to other artists and other people in the world in general. Like, it's really not even just with making music. It's like there's just so many different ways that everybody does everything in their life, and it's impossible for you to compare yourself to other people unless you lived exactly their lives. And think about it, like, even if you did that, you wouldn't like, it would be even weirder. So yeah, better just do your own thing and not think about it. Okay, this first one here is from... One moment while I pull up the email. Okay, this first one is from Glacial Spirits. Thank you for the donation, dude. Let's hear this. ARP too repetitive? Let's hear this, boy. Maybe switch up the formats a bit. Yeah. I don't know, I'll get it. I'm thinking of getting someone else to record the sample for me. It's a bit darker. Granular emotions. I like the concept. That'd be a cool vocal sample. Granular emotions. Cool sound though. Yeah, this is a cool sound. The summations have to be on SoundCloud. I think my link went to your thing. Streaky message. Arella, if you send me like just any link where I can listen to it, as long as I don't have to download it, that's fine. You know, the only thing I can say about this, gain 3 tips to signing. Huh. I'll check that out. I reckon it's 6 so far. I got a nice steady vibe to it. I think it's too repetitive. That's with delays in release. Can you just send an MP3? Yeah, you can send an MP3. So this one is cool. But you know, this is why people ask me why I don't make like this style of techno. I feel like this is getting a bit boring. Like, I like what you're doing here. It's very high quality. In terms of like the actual track, like the making of the track. But like just the actual like progression of the track, like I said, is boring. It's just not really keeping me interested. I just feel like I'm just hearing the same thing over and over again. This Foo, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. I will pull up your submission very shortly. Oops, wrong one. But don't forget to keep the breakdown. Yeah, I won't miss that. It gives a bit more progression. Okay, Test Riders, is that channel cool? Well, guess this channel has a lot of videos. A lot of videos. Like more videos than you can watch in one day. Or like 2 days. Or 3 days. Or a week. Okay, yeah, overall, this one's cool, Glacial Spirits. You have a good idea. I would just keep working on it and make it less boring. Is the ARP too repetitive? Like, it's not just the ARP. I really just think it's like the whole track just needs more variation, more evolving stuff, that kind of stuff. Hey, Julian, are you still doing ghost production? Hydra, yes, I am. I got your email. My bad. I'm really bad at replying to emails right now. That's part of the reason why I'm taking this week and only releasing a video every 2 days is to get back to all those. But I am Hydra, and I'm going to email you back pretty soon. I want to hear this at Trezor. Yeah, I mean, that kind of track could be good for, like, a DJ mix. Like, you know, if you just play, like, a minute of it. But in terms of, like, as an actual song, it doesn't really stand on its own, I feel, because it's too repetitive. Hey, Lucian, what's up? You can send one, too. Thanks, good man. Keep it up. Help me a lot. Yeah, no problem, Morella. Okay, I'm getting John Hopkins vibes. Also, okay, cool. Thank you very much, but I need to take your time. Yeah, no worries, Hydra. The sad thing that I do find when I take like longer to reply to people is that they do seem to be more eager to part with their money, because when I just email them back right away, it's like, oh, okay, whatever, we can get to it. But when I take a second to email them, it's like, whoa, I gotta get on this. So that's something interesting about running a business like this. It's like the less you care, the more success you have, but that's not good. I don't use not that I don't care. Right now it's actually because I'm just doing a lot of work. But yeah. I don't see any messages in the email. I think I made it. I'll check, yeah, check. Would you have a video on how to create James Ferrara's track? Yeah, perhaps. Bruce, send it to my email. I can definitely make a custom tutorial on that. This is cool. This kinda, I was getting like John Hopkins vibes at first. But this is a nice little bouncy sort of minimal track. This one, it is getting a bit boring though. It's like an 8 minute and 44 second song, so could probably use a bit more variation. Let me get some of my monitors. monitors. Overall, dude, this one is not bad. The groove and the vibe and energy are all three there. The thing that isn't there is like, it's a bit boring. It's really repetitive. Okay, sorry about that, guys. It's really repetitive, but yeah, I just feel as though you could do, you know, more to really bring it to life. And like adding more things coming in and out. Glacial Spirits, thank you for the donation. I will pull that back up once I get to it. Once I get past the other donations, I mean, but yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Are you allowed to send 2 tracks? Yeah, you can. If you donate. This one, yeah, dude. You have a good groove. It's just, you could have more stuff coming in and out. Like, maybe something kind of, you know, playing over top of everything, like a pad. Or just something. Right now, it's just kind of suffering from, like, only being its core elements. Like, you have really, like, 16 bars of music here that you've tried to stretch into an 8-minute and 44-second track. Take this and truly make it 8 minutes and 44 seconds of music that's constantly grabbing your attention and exciting you. But yeah, thank you for singing that one through, Cosm. This next one here is from, hang on, because I need to see the donations to see. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. So, this next one here is from Miguel. This view warehouse track. This is using the kick from your warehouse Techno from scratch sample pack. Yeah, man, let's hear it. Same time we make music for DJs / clubs. It's gonna get mixed over though. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, it's always better to make the track just really good. Even if the DJ is only going to play through like a minute or 2 or 3 of it, and you have like 7 minutes of music, it's like, yeah, you still have to make it good enough for the DJ to hear it and be excited by it and want to play it. Okay, I like this one. Only 3 minutes. That's what we need. It's pretty hard.
Give me some of that, that. Give me some of that, that. Give me some of that, that. Yes, give me some of that, that.
Hey, Logic. Thank you for the donation. No worries, man. No worries at all. I can't stop eating rice. Please help. Bruh, throw the rice away. I'm trying eating less rice. Just throw all the rice in your house in the toilet right now. And flush it before you can reach in and eat. This one's kind of cool. The stab is a bit aimless though. It's kind of just like bouncing around the whole chromatic scale. I feel like.
Give me some of that, that. Give me some of that, that. Give me some of that, that. Yes, give me some of that, that.
I get the vibe you're going for with this track though. Like more just kind of ravey, warehousey, less like specifically dark techno. And man, I'll donate 100 if you don't like my submission from Siba. Okay, well, I'll check it out and see. Stabs are really dry. Yeah, that's the other thing. The stabs, they're bouncing around too much. They're not really, like, I just don't feel like there's a repetitive pattern that is, like, catchy. I feel like it's just too, like, all over the place. So, I work on that. And yeah, the stabs are really dry. They are. Definitely, like, some kind of delay or some reverb. Something Seems like Mall Grab would play it. Yeah. I do like the vibe here though. I think these kind of tracks are gonna get popular too. Like as techno becomes more and more popular, kind of like in between techno and house, you know. And I like these breaks the most, I think. Like, I think you just need to get that kind of energy throughout the whole thing. But yeah, thank you for seeing that one through. And thank you for the donation as well, Miguel. Alright, this next one here is from... Hold up, I need to see the donation once again. Okay, this next one is, I believe, from Glacial Spirits. Let's hear this. Alright, for the second one. Kick fun and chew out of place / loud / plasticky. Let's see. Ashes of a forgotten world. Alright, this one, you know, it's been in a problem again. I feel the kick could be a bit fatter. Like right now, it's very... It just doesn't sound like a professional kick to me, you know, like, I mean, we got Umek's Spotify open, like, you know, this kick, for example. Listen how hard that is. And I get this is a little bit of a different style, but like, you want to hit really hard like that, like, I would just find a kick that's like fatter in kind of like the ranges where this one is fat, like really in the low mid range and in like 100 hertz, like that kind of range. Cause this track could be really good. You just need to, just work on that kick a little bit more. I would also maybe get some kind of a vocal too, oddly enough, like for this more melodic techno style. Like I said, I think some vocals would sound good. What do I do? Well, just try sampling some kicks from tracks, honestly. Like, you know, go to, like, here, let me just go to the Afterlife Worldwide playlist. Like, go to this playlist on Spotify and just sample some kicks, you know? Like, you can hear how fat these are that they're using in these tracks. Sample some of those. And just try putting them into your track. And even if you don't end up keeping it, you can use it kind of like the same way you would use a reference track. Like you can then have the kick in there. And then when you're looking for a kick sample in a sample pack, just go through and compare every single one of them to the kick from your reference kick, basically. Oh, there you go. Never vocals? Hey, man. You're going to be alienating a lot of people from hearing your music if you say that. But yeah, not that it really matters, but you know. But yeah, okay, cool. Well, this next one here is from A-Logic. Thank you for the donation, dude. Tracks. Hi, Julian. Made a little something with the vocoder and my voice. What do you think about it? Wouldn't you? It's cool when she has the vocoder in your voice. Just send you PayPal. Let me see. Yeah, I got it. I guess it didn't ding. But thank you very, very much for that, Manolo. I will play yours next. You approve these Speedos with your face on them? Depends where the face is. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my Julian branded Speedo policy. Sorry about the coughing, guys. Guess that's what happens when you blaze it every day. Are we gonna get wet? Alright, well, anyway. This one's cool, A-Logic. I like the vibe where you're going with that vocal sample thing. It's a bit flat for me right now, though. Like, it just doesn't really feel... It feels like a long intro. Like, it feels like you took the intro to a whole track and just played the intro over and over. Like, I don't feel like it's ever building to anything. So that's what you can work on, is build it into more of a track. And yeah. Also, I'll check this one out really quick. Don't know what to do with it. I'll listen to it really quickly and give you an idea of what to do with it. Okay, this one's kind of cool. What you need to do with this one is just get a better quality drums. Like, get a better kick, better hi-hats, better clap, and try putting those under it. It'll sound better. But yeah, thank you for sending that one through, and thank you for the donation as well, A-Logic. This next one here is Manolo. Thank you as always, man. I appreciate it. LMK, what you think? Just started it this morning. Let's see what's going on. For reference, weird vocoder chords. True. Oh, this is cool. Okay, this is music take your mind. Let the music take your mind. Feel the rhythm deep inside. This is gonna be the anthem of that. I sent $5. Yeah, thank you very much, Rusty. I got that. I'll play yours next. I appreciate it. I don't know why it didn't ding. But thank you very much. I'll play your next. Everyone, shout out Rusty Schlitz in the chat for the donation. Say thank you. Yo, this is crazy, dude. Let the music take your mind. Let the music take your mind. Oh, this is straight up off the walls. Deep inside, let the music take your mind. Let the music take your mind. Let the music take your mind. Feel the rhythm deep inside. Let the music take your mind. Let the music take your mind. Let the music take your mind. Feel the rhythm deep inside. Let the music take your mind. Let the music take your mind. sample is really cool. Dancing chest to chest. Follow me. You should start doing music tutorials in Windows Movie Maker. Dylan, that should be what you're training. No, I'm not. But I'm glad you're proud of me and how far where I've gotten in this life. Anyway. That should be your thing though, Dylan. You should be like, how to make music with Windows Movie Maker. Anyway, Manolo, this one is really tight. You have a really, really cool idea here. The only thing is, I think it's a bit too repetitive. Like, what's happening here is basically you have this idea, which is cool, but then like when you get over here, it's not so cool anymore. Like, it just feels like you're kind of like, I mean, for one, this really just feels like the outro. I'll do that.
Let the music take your mind. Let the music take your mind. Let the music take your mind. Feel the rhythm.
Like, you have a really cool idea here. You need to do a little bit more with it. Like, make it, you know what you need to do really is take this, focus on this loop. And the intro is good too. The intro, I would cut it in half, make this part what it is. And then once you get to here, come up with a completely new section. And then make like, I would say you need like an A part and a B part and a C part and maybe a D part. If you have a fourth part there that you go to, it would be even more exciting. But like, yeah, dude, just try to make it more fluid because right now it's just a little bit too much with just the same thing over and over. It's not straight fire. I agree. I think that this part is like this is actually like remarkably good. Like you have something very strong there. Let me hit this on my monitors real quick. Okay, and like the other thing I'll say is obviously the mix needs some work. I know you said that you just started it. Yeah, Manolo, you have a great track here. You just need some new parts to it, but the main idea is very strong. I'll just keep working on it, dude. Very solid track. Thank you for seeing that one through, and thank you for the donation as well. Alright, this next one here is from Rusty. Let's hear this. For Julian. An edit for Julian. Full track will come unless it's a scrapper, depending on what's thought. Alright, let's see what's going on. I was going to do it as a collab, then decided, yeah, I feel that. Do a track like Michael PB or Pasta. I know the requests have been pouring in for that one. Coming very soon. Oh, this is like... Okay. Let's see kind of what's going on with this one. I'm not so sure about this one, to be honest with you. I feel like this one, you could make it. I don't know. Right now, it feels like a really like amateur beginner kind of thing. It's like it's just one layer of things going on. It's just really simple drums, really simple bass line. The hi-hats sound a little bit too much like a loop. Even if it's not a loop, you need to try to make it more like interesting. I don't mean just dismiss this one right away. But I mean, it's like glaring things in here that can be improved. I would also maybe slow it down too. I feel like this bass line could actually be cool, like if it was like you know, like I feel like if it wasn't just like super fast like that, it would be a lot more interesting. Right now, like I said, this just sounds very like one-dimensional. Like it's just literally just and that's it. And like yeah, I feel like you can make this a bit more exciting. Make it into like an actual track, you know? Thanks, man. No problem at all. No problem at all. So yeah, like I said, I would either scrap this one or just like really I just closed that. Or just like really work with it and try to make it stronger. But yeah, thank you for sending that one through. And thank you for the donation as well, Rusty. Really appreciate it, as always. This next one here is going to be from my dude. Which dude? Cammy. Alright, let's hear this one. Wait, where is it? Okay, there we go. Cammy. Hey, Julian. What's up? Keen to see what you think about this new tune. A lot of the elements are made from my own voice, so it's good fun to make. Nice, let's hear it. Wow. It's like Future Garage with the beatbox. Melody has the same loop. Same trash. Yeah, I mean, hey, we're just being honest with you. This a lot. Yeah, this is cool, kids. Yeah, me and Kenneth. Okay, sorry about that. Stuff was talking. Okay, this is getting weird, yeah. Okay, so overall, dude, this track is not bad, like... It's a bit repetitive, though. It was cool at first, and you had some cool stuff going on there, but it gets to be a bit too much of just, like, the same thing over and over. So, yeah, thank you for singing that one through. This next one is from Ionica. Let's hear this. Hey, bro, can you please give feedback on this track? Thanks in advance. Hey, I appreciate it. This one's cool. Nice little, like, minimal. Minimal vibes. You check the submissions of people who didn't donate? Yeah, I do. It just takes a lot longer. If you donate, I listen to your track right away. I like that. Those kind of sounds give it a lot of atmosphere. With some reverb on it, maybe not the entire time, but yeah, I feel that. Oh yeah, this one's cool, Joe. But only thing is, it's just very much like the same thing the whole way through. You gotta work on it and make it more exciting. Bring more to it. Come up with some new parts. Right now, it feels like you have kind of like the idea, but you need to do more with it. Anyway, guys, really quickly, I'm gonna play this next one in a moment. I'm actually gonna go pee really quick. I'll be right back. Like I said, really quick. Alright, let's play this next one. There's one in the morning. Hey, Josh Brown, good to see you, man. Clap with some reverb on it. Okay, yeah. Well, good to see you, Josh. Alright, yeah, thank you for singing that one through, Ionica. This next one here is gonna be from Men's, like, Hubba Bubba. Alright, let's hear this. Zelda X Medicine or Methadone. Cool ambient sound. Whoa. This is alright. It's kind of messy though. It's like, I get that you're trying to make kind of weirder, more like out there sounds, but it just feels like a bit all over the place to me. Okay, yeah, so this one, you have an idea here. I think it's cohesive in that, like, this synth kind of going through the whole track is very, like, you know, it just really, that ties it together. I think overall, though, it's kind of disjointed. Like, going from, like, the beginning to what I was just hearing, like, it's just kind of messy to me. I feel like you can make it, like, just more together. You have a cool idea here. But yeah, it's just a bit messy sounding, and I would just keep trying to make it more interesting and bring it to life more. This next one here is from Uberto. Let's hear this. Ciao, Julian. Ciao. What do you think of my new track? Let's find out. How to get more interesting drum patterns. Do things you wouldn't expect. Like, just put random percussion sounds in random places. I mean, not in random places. Like, in places that are actually on the grid with your beat. But yeah, put sounds in places you wouldn't normally do it in. Even if it seems like it's wrong to you, like, do it. And I guarantee you'll have more interesting percussion moves. Okay, I feel this one. I'm not crazy about the vocal melody following that synth. That feels kind of like on blue. Dabble dee dabble die to me. And this is alright. I don't know. It just doesn't really feel like. There's just something about it that's kind of lacking. I feel like it's like 70% of the way there. Like, you have a cool track here, but you need to do some things. For one, the vocals shouldn't just follow that vocal. Yeah, you just shouldn't have that just following that synth melody. I would maybe do something different there. You can also make everything fatter. Like, everything, like I said, just feels like 70% of the way there. It just doesn't really feel like it's quite... Yeah, it just doesn't feel like it's quite with it, you know. So I would just work with that. Just try and make it fatter and stronger and more interesting. Cool. Well, this next one here is from Ime. Hey. Usually impressed with the Apex Twin Acid. Yeah, I'll probably do a breakcore video soon. Whoa, hold up. I'm gonna hit this on the monitor. Okay, reverse light. This is crazy. Maybe we can use a bit more chords and melody. Yeah. Here's the thing. Right. Excuse me. Right now, what you have is good for like. Kind of the intro, like building up, but definitely I think some more chords or melody. I like. Or just something a bit more like repetitive, like something that you can follow, like a particular chord progression, like that. That is cool. But you just gotta keep working on it. Like, it's like you have like part of the track, you just need to build it to the next part. We're just working there, mate. Hey, could be vaping. Anyway, yeah, I think we're saying that one through email. That was cool though. That was a lot like more of a like a song, I guess, sounding than a lot of the other stuff that you said. But yeah, thank you for singing that one through. This next one here is from my dude James Poole. New track. Hey Julian, any thoughts on this? Fire over any ideas on how to add some ear candy to the track? Often struggle with making tech house tracks not feel repetitive. Let's hear what's going on. Julian, I'm so confused. Lacking on chords? Yeah, no problem. That's like a new production meme. It's like a picture of me, like talking into the mic with headphones on, and it's just like, you are lack on chord. Make chord. Like those memes that are like, no one like me, or like something like that. Like, it's just really simple. I love people are just like, what are you even saying? Dancing chest to chest, and on Julian Brandon Speedos. Like I said, I just need to know where on this Brandon Speedo my face is. Like, as long as I'm aware of that, I will okay. chord was lacking. No chord in song. Make chord. Two chords. Okay. This one's cool. Vocal samples. Here's some of my monitors. Okay, yeah. This one, you got like something going on here, but I feel like you need more ear candy. I feel like it's too much like just the basic sort of main elements right now. You know? I also think that the mix is a bit messy. Like you can make the kick a lot fatter and make the hi-hats and the claps like a lot sharper as well. But yeah, it's not a bad idea. Also that is a little out of key. I feel like that's not in the same key as the bass. That's the notes that should be playing. Like it needs to go down 3 semitones. I'm pretty sure. Yo, Julian, I'm pretty sure I'm in your spam. Okay, I'll check that out now. But yeah, thanks for that one too, James. You have a solid vocal sample and a good idea for a track. You just gotta keep working with it and making it a little bit stronger. But yeah, thanks for sending that one through. This next one here, let's see if it's in the spam. Okay, this next one is from Yotem. Here we go. Yo, dude. It's probably because you just sent the link with like very little text. That's what you need to do. Also, bro, the link didn't work. Send it again. But I will check it out if you send it again. But yeah, this next one here is gonna be from my MF dude, Lucian. Is it a bad idea to put plugins on master to make everything sound more lo-fi? Depends on what you're doing. Like, you know, if you're making a techno track, you can do it that way. I personally wouldn't. If you're making like a more experimental thing, like a lo-fi hip hop beat, I know it's so experimental. But you know, like if you're making something that's a little bit less like rigid and kind of like has to hit a certain standard, then it can work. Like if you're making a lo-fi hip hop beat, or if you're making like a hip hop beat in general, like yeah, it just depends on what you're working on. Alright, this next one is from Lucian. Whoa. It's like those weird cerebral sort of sounds. Lucy, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. I will play yours next. I really appreciate that. Okay, I see where you go with this. It's kind of boring. Do you happen to have a drum machine? I'm thinking of getting one. I do not. I think that it is not really necessary. This one's kind of cool. I like the texture of everything. Like, it's very crunchy in a certain way. I don't know, but it also sounds like too dry to me in a lot of other ways. Like, I feel like you could give this more character. This is something where I would say, like, if you put the if you put like some saturation or something like that on the master, it would probably make everything sound a lot cooler. It's also just kind of a boring track, dude. Like, you need something more interesting, like a 303 or a synth line or something. Right now, it's really just like the drums and like some dark atmosphere stuff. But yeah, thank you for singing that one through, Lucian. This next one is from Gabriel, aka Lucian. Let's hear this. Hey Julian, how you doing? Here's a techno track I made. I like the idea, but not sure how my mixing is. Any advice on fitting elements better in the mix, especially high drums? Thanks. Let's hear it. There we go. It's like, what? That is kind of what that track sounded like, though. I guess I can kind of see what you're saying. One badass. Pimpadero. Okay, this is very dark. Okay. This one is tight. I think what is really strong with this one is the melody and the bass line sound really cool. Like really, really cool. Actually, I would like to make like a hip hop beat with that. I feel like that would sound tight. What I think is kind of lacking here is, like you were saying, like the mixing. I think what you need to do to get your high drums to fit is you need to get your kick like hitting harder. Like the problem here is that your kick isn't really like hitting as hard as it could, and as a result, the hi-hats and stuff are way stronger, and it's just not really blending that well. Like it's an issue more of like the type of sound there than it is like your ability to mix it. This is cool. Now, it does get a bit repetitive with that. I like how you have this thing. This chord in there. I don't think it's like really that in key with everything though. So yeah, like I'll just keep working on it. Just keep beefing it up. I would love to sample that breakdown too. Like low key, like hit me up if you're down with that. Cause that would be so cool in a beat. Like so cool. Like, I couldn't even imagine it. But yeah, okay. Just send try here. Let's see if Yochems work. I'm gonna see. Swag, please work this time. I do chords. Hey, I think it's gonna work. There it is. Find the snares to be bland. More and creepy. Yeah, I agree with that too. Like, just do what you were doing and then just take it like even further with that one. This is cool. James Blake type vibes. Kind of like James Blake, Frank Ocean type vibes with the vocals. Yo, there's the chords. this one's cool. Here's the issues that I have. One, the beat is too basic. If you're really gonna make something that sounds weird and interesting and different like this, you have to go all the way. So you can't just have it be like a cool just a cool vocal. I was waiting for more vocals to play, but there weren't any. But like, yeah, you can't have it just be the cool vocal. You also have to have a cool beat. So take a beat, or take this beat, and just try to make it like weird and cool, and not just like I feel like what's happening right now is you have an interesting idea with the vocals, but not with the beat. Like I said, like the beat, it just sounds like kind of basic sounds over this like kind of weird vocal. I know I keep referring to it as weird vocals. Somebody been drinking. Hey, it's hard to find the words for this. But yeah, so that's the first thing. The beat is just too like simple. Like it's too just straightforward. Not enough like interesting stuff happening. The other advice I'll give you is the vocal. It's cool in terms of melody, but I can't really hear like the lyrics. Like if it's really gonna work, I need to be able to hear what you're saying and resonate with it. So yeah, that's what I would work on there, Yoakim. Cool beat and cool track, but you just need to beef it up a bit more. This next one here is from Ross Clement. Hopefully that's how you say that. Free Ugandan dollars. We'd love to know what you think. Thanks for the advice, man. We'll definitely work on making my cake hit hard. Oh, this one didn't work. Okay. And add some interesting variations, lead synth-wise, and of course, sample away. Nice. Well, yeah. It's pretty. Too much sauce will get you lost. Too much sauce will get you lost. The other problem, though, is that then, as soon as somebody says something like that in the chat, like I've had that before, like the second somebody sends a message that's like, somebody been drinking, or dude, are you high, or dude, are you off, like whatever anybody is saying at the moment. As soon as I get a message like that and I read it, for the rest of the stream, it's tainted. Like I'm going to be acting at least a little bit weird because I have anxiety. And so when you say that, it's like, oh, okay, I'm acting weird. And then my brain is just going to be constantly firing off thinking that now. So that's the other thing. Is like, once you say that, it's not really a fair assessment of how I would actually be acting in like a normal conversation. Because, yeah, it's already tainted, basically, is what I'm saying. But yeah, so, all of that for this next one here is going to be Siba. Best song ever. Alright, let's hear this. This is maybe going to be a meme. Okay, well, it wasn't a meme, but this was a remix set. Glad you like that one. This is 2020 sound. Dude, that sound is crazy. It's like, I was making a lot of tracks like that. I have a few others as well I can play you real quick. But then like, I don't know. It's a very hard style to do in like a non-remix setting. Like I would try to make an original track that sounded like that and it just didn't sound right. But yeah, here is similar type of vibes. This was actually also what got me noticed by Stamped. But yeah, so that if you think that's the sound of 2020, make more tracks in that style, and then we'll see. Okay, anyway, this next one here is from Jorge. Submission. Alright, thanks, Julian. No problem, Yoakim. Might have already replied to that one. This is loud. I'm right about the track. True. Well, yeah. Like I said, overthink everything. That's my lifestyle. That's how I ended up here. Okay, this one. nice start here. I'm curious to hear where this is gonna go, because this is actually pretty high quality sound. Have you got any advice for getting your tracks out with labels? Overthink 24/7. Yeah, man. Anxiety life. Alright, well, let me keep listening to this. I do have some advice for you, Josh. This is cool, I'm feeling this. I still feel like you could do a bit more. You have like some melodic synths coming in and out. These 10 walls type tracks. True. Okay, now I see. Okay, we're in. This one's tight. I definitely think you could do a little bit more with it though. Like, this break was cool. But I'd love to have all these synths playing like over the drums at some point. And just like, even just doing more stuff. You know, you have a lot of these like same instruments that play the same few notes each time they come in. Try writing something new with the different sounds that you already have here. But yeah, thank you for singing that one through. This next one here is from Xavier. Bruce, I'm going to email you about that one after for like a custom tutorial. But yeah. Can't think of a better crew to work up a sweat with on the crotch. Okay, well. And the Speedo's gonna come pre-stealth. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, yeah, you got my blessing on that one. That is, all I could have asked for. What is RotoFest Festival? Ooh, there's like some facing issues. Will this be up later? Yeah, it will be. It always is. Like, I upload every stream to my channel. Or YouTube does it for me. I haven't had a proper stretch yet today. Oh, okay, there we go. I don't know what happened there. Okay, yeah, this one's alright. It's a bit, like, weird that, like, you have, like, this part, which just goes halftime. It's really late, so. Alright, peace out, Josh. Vani Demo, hello. Have a night, dude. I hope you have a night as well. Yeah, this one's alright. I don't know. The drums are really, really flat sounding. Like, the synths are okay, but the drums are very, like, behind in the mix. It's like you need better sounds, dude. You're just using, like, these sounds just aren't that good. You need a better kick, better snare, all that kind of stuff. like when you have a sample pack, you don't want to just use every kick in the sample pack and just say, okay, like this is a kick. It is like not all kicks are equal. You know, you really need like a high quality, strong one. This is what you need to be spending a lot of time on when you're making tracks, not just like sitting there trying to program it, which is also very important. But it comes a lot easier when you make it sound really good from the start. So yeah, I would just work on the drums, make them a bit stronger. And this last one here is from Prince. Let's hear this. I like this artwork. That's really cool.
Let your body groove to the music.
Okay, this is cool, but this sentence is a little out of key. Some of those notes there. It's like, this is all good, and now all of a sudden somebody that was wrong. So yeah, Prince, overall, this one, you got a vibe here. I'll just keep working on it, keep making it stronger. You have something cool though. This is a sound. You just need to keep polishing this and tightening it up. And with that, we are out of submissions, so I'm gonna go. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. It was really good seeing you guys. I streamed a little longer today as well. Yeah, I love you all. Thank you for all the donations, guys. I hope you all had a good time. Tomorrow's video is gonna be awesome, coming out very soon. And yeah, peace, guys. I love you all.